allegations against him, including sexual abuse of minors. McCarrick, who in July became the first Roman Catholic prelate in nearly 100 years to lose their title of cardinal, has now become the first highest-profile church figure to be dismissed from the priesthood in modern times.
The decision comes as the church is still grappling with a decades-long sexual abuse crisis that has exposed how predator priests were moved from parish to parish instead of being defrocked or turned over to civilian authorities in countries across the globe. With the ruling, Pope Francis appears to be sending a signal that even those in the highest echelons of the hierarchy will be held accountable.
Well, the decision to dismiss a bishop from the clerical state is always a very grave and serious decision which is never taken lightly. But it is also a very important signal that if we're talking about accountability for bishops, we're actually doing it. It's not talk, it's also we're walking the talk. It is also a very important signal for us bishops that we are not above the law. We are servants and stewards of our people, and we should be judged according to the high standards that our ministry calls us to.
The ruling made by the Vatican's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith 3 days ago was announced ahead of next week's meeting at the Vatican between the heads of national Catholic churches to discuss the global abuse crisis.
On 11 January 2019, the Congresso of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, at the conclusion of a penal process, issued a decree finding Theodore Edgar McCarrick, Archbishop Emeritus of Washington, D.C., guilty of the following delicts while a cleric: solicitation in the sacrament of confessions, and sins against the Sixth Commandment with minors and with adults, with the aggravating factor of the abuse of power. The Congresso imposed on him the penalty of dismissal from the clerical state.
Defrocking means McCarrick can no longer call himself a priest or celebrate the sacraments, although he would be allowed to administer to a person on the verge of death in an emergency.